Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting edition of Boardroom Bloods on Groundhop Day UK, season 24-25. In a moment, I've got the pleasure of interviewing the one and only Rodrigo Schmitdinger. Right, here we are, Rodrigo, in the safety of the boardroom, away from the noise of the fans and the pitch. So, let's start at the beginning. You've had a colourful career so far. Where did you start your footballing career? You can take us right back to the very beginning when you were 8 or 9 years of age, because you were born in Brazil, I believe. So, let's start there.
Yeah, I was born in Brazil. I have just to introduce a little bit, I have my German nationality. Because of my granddad was from German, and he was running away from the Second World War.
Wow!
So he went to Brazil. That's why I have this. I'm Brazilian and I'm German as well. That's why the long surname.
Well, I was a little bit thoughtful about that. I thought, is he Austrian? Is he German? Then I realised you were born in Brazil. But that's fascinating about your father. So you escaped the Second World War, obviously, at some point in the 1940s. Born and raised in Brazil. I presume your dad gave you loads of different stories about how it was in Germany way back.
A little bit. I just can't speak German at all. Too hard. But anyway, I started football at the age of 8, I think. It was just like a little, like in school. And just to play a little bit, because I used to snooze a lot during the day. My dad was always working, so I was at home sleeping. Then my mom was like, right, he needs to do something. He needs to live, enjoy life, do you know what I mean? So she put me on football, and I just love it from the first day. Then I start getting better, get some skills. At the beginning, I was one of the first on that little football. It was like a little academy that teach you like skills and passing, all of that. It was one of the first. So we were like in 3 at the beginning, and then was like building more and more kids. So it was very like personal football, 1-to-1 football. Do you know what I mean?
I understand that.
So it helped me a lot.
So who was the first club you actually played for? Was there anybody that inspired you into getting into football? Was there a Brazilian player, for example, that maybe have inspired you to pick up the round ball? I don't know.
No, I mean, I always loved watch Brazil. Brazilian national team was always very good. I always loved like some players like Cafu, like Lucio, the center back.
Yes.
And then of course Ronaldinho, all this Rivaldo, all these big players. But my first team was Atlético Paranaense, which was I joined when I was 12 to 13. I spent about 5 to 6 years there, which was very good. It's one of the biggest academies in Brazil. A lot of good players came from there. So Fernandinho, that used to play for Man City.
Wow.
Bruno Guimarães.
Yes, Newcastle,
Yeah, so really good players came from that.
Wow.
It's amazing. The facility is amazing there. So spent 5 to 6 years there. Then left when I was 18. Joined Boa Vista in Portugal.
And I believe you played with a certain Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, I played with Bruno
Tell us a bit about that. I mean, that's amazing. Man.
Yeah, I played with him. Yeah, we were like teammates, always moaning all the time.
He's not changed. So his passion, he was throwing his arms around at Boa Vista as well.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a great player at Manchester United. I mean, so you've come from good stock. Boa Vista, what was the difference there from Brazil to Portugal? What made you go over to Portugal?
Because like the team I played in Brazil, Atlético, it was the team I support, do you know what I mean? So I always support that team. But football is not just play. There's a lot in the background.
Of course.
It made not love the club anymore because of the people that was running the club on that time. Then I left because I had the European passport. It would be easier for me to play in Europe, and I always wanted to play in Europe. So then the opportunity was there to go and do a trial to Boa Vista, and I did well, played for 1 season there, and then decided to go back to Brazil.
Right, yeah, I believe so. Reading through the notes, you went back to Brazil, yeah.
Boa Vista, they wanted me to the first team to the next season, but they were like struggling a little bit. They were on the 3rd division. Didn't have like much money. The facility was like that club that you don't know if they're gonna like establish or not.
Yeah, and I suppose you're at that juncture of your career where you're thinking, do I stay here? Yeah. And then I presume at some point you decided to come to the UK. I mean, what was the deciding factor to bring you to the UK?
To UK, I was struggling in Brazil, jumping club to club.
Yeah, I've seen the
and I wasn't enjoying it anymore, because sometimes in Brazil you play for like 4 or 5 months and then you don't have contract for another 4 or 5 months.
Yeah,
and then it's full time. It's full time. You need that money. So I had this opportunity to go to Brighton, play for a club called White Hawk.
I've noticed that in the notes as well. Yeah, White Hawk. I don't know much about them. Can you give us a little bit of background information about those guys down in Brighton?
Yeah, they were Conference South on that time. A small club, but nice club. The problem there was the manager. He was Argentinian, so he tried something new. He tried to bring players from all over the world and build a good squad. And maybe everyone was very excited to it, but it didn't work well, or take time to work well, and they didn't give the time for it.
That's the thing, isn't it? As a manager, as we know, looking through various clubs in the Premier League, you do need time. Yeah. You can't just bring a manager in, bring 12 different players in, whatever the case is, and they all fit in. If they do, amazing. But it's like everything; it does take time.
And football is different in every country. So Brazil is low. It takes time. You pass the ball like very slow. It's a lot of technique, but it's slow. If you go for like Spanish football, then it's pass quick. Here it's very physical. So it takes time to get used to it, and players know each other as well. So in 3 months, I left. They sacked the manager. Came a new manager, which was like a not nice guy at all, especially with foreigners. Experienced very bad situations there, and I decided to leave. This was like played for pre-season and 2-3 months of the season. Left, and then I was from pro football player to semi-pro, semi-pro to don't have any club and working like washing plates and all of that.
Wow.
It was like proper like changing life, like everything was upside down. It was quite a struggling moment.
I mean, after White Hawk, you've had a plethora of clubs. You've had loads and loads of different clubs, which eventually led to the Northwest Counties. I believe you played for a couple of teams there. Just having a quick look, Barnton, for example, who we've played against ourselves here at Droylsden. So, what was the difference there, playing semi-pro from pro? What do you feel the differences are?
The difference is pro football gives you like you have to be committed. So you're a full-time player, and you need to be focused on that all the time. But of course, a lot of on the background happens. Semi-pro, it's something that you need the self-discipline to do it.
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean.
But you'll have other work to do as well. If you're semi-pro, obviously you're not getting enough money through a football club, so you've got to do other things. And while we're on other things, what other sort of jobs have you got? Another career apart from football, running alongside what you're doing?
Not at the moment. I'm a personal trainer, but I'm not working as a personal trainer at the moment. I do Uber as well, and I'm just starting to be a sales representative, so selling meat, because I'm that's something that I really like to do, like cooking barbecue and all of that. So I'm selling meat to supermarkets and butchers and all of that. So that's like doing a lot of stuff.
I mean, you've got to, haven't you? I mean, a lot of people, these youngsters don't realise that you don't just walk into Manchester City, Man United, Spurs, Liverpool, whatever the case may be. Oh, yeah. You have to ply your trade sometimes. And that brings us on to Droylsden. So how did that come about, joining Droylsden?
It's lovely. I really enjoying every second here. And I tell you why. At this level, you don't see many facilities as Droylsden has. You don't see the fan base as Droylsden has. I came to play when I was at Barton last season. I came to play against here, and I was surprised with how big was that. I played against Droylsden when I was at Prescott Cables, some leagues higher, but it was in our place, not here. So last season was the first time I've seen the facility. I've seen the funds. I was like, wow, that's something different for this level. Do you know what I mean? And I think Droylsden has everything to get back higher. Do you know what I mean? And
well, we're all hoping.
Yeah.
But who actually did you get scouted for Droylsden? Was there a conversation about you leaving your previous club to come to Droylsden? Was it your decision, or was somebody there sort of knocking on your door asking you for your services? Oh, would you like to play for Droylsden? Was it simple as that?
After the game against Droylsden last season, Phil spoke to me. They put 7 days on me. They want me here, but I felt it wasn't the right time because I was doing well at Barton, and I was enjoying. Then we spoke again pre-season. I still I think I need to do another season, because as you're getting older, me personally, I wanna stick to a club that I enjoy and stick for like many years as possible. Do you know what I mean? Not like changing clubs all the time.
Because someone's offering you an extra so much more money.
We're not here to earn money anymore. We're here to enjoy football. We're not pro footballers. So I was like, right, I live a little bit now, I'm staying. And then I wasn't happy anymore at Barton in the middle of the season. I wasn't enjoying anymore, lost completely the motivation. And then I decided to leave. So I left as soon as Phil knew that I left the club.
I suppose that's the thing, really, isn't it? I mean, if you're not enjoying your football, I mean, I still play badly at my age, but if you're not enjoying it, then there's no point, is there? So you change your direction, or you just stop playing completely. And you're of the age where you've got lots of years left in you. And, you know, Droylsden is a big club.
It is.
I mean, today's the Groundhog Day, for those wondering. So it's a big, big day. You're going to have lots of fans here. It's probably going to be our biggest attendance today. I mean, how does that affect you playing when you hear all the lads singing? You know, all the crowd. I mean,
it's lovely. It's lovely. It reminds me when I used to play pro football with thousands of fans. Especially because here everyone is very close to the pitch.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you can feel it with them. It's just lovely. It gives you like an extra energy, extra like push to go to another sprint, another tackle. Do you know what I mean? It's always very good when you have good fans around you and supporting you. It's very good.
I mean, you're aware of the away team. I mean, I ask every player that sits in that chair about the amount of lads that go down supporting you when we're away. Freezing cold January, it's raining, it's windy, it's freezing. And you've got this hardcore section of Droylsden fans singing your name and singing songs. And it must give you an almighty lift.
No, that's amazing, because at the end of the day, when you're playing away, it's harder. It's not your home. So having our fans with us, it gives all the support you need to overcome these battles when it's away. Some games that we've been away, we had more fans than the home team.
We've seen a lot of that.
So that's very good for us. It's an extra thing for us, and it's always like a pleasure to play when you have like fans very intense and that loves the club. So it's just enjoyable.
So where does Rodrigo Schmitdinger see himself over the next few seasons? Are you going to stay at Droylsden, or do you want to progress further? And is there anybody professional in the game that influences the way you play as well?
Yeah, I think, like I said before, I wanna stick to a club, and as long as I'm happy in the club, as long as I feel the club wants me here as well, I don't see me in another place. I really enjoy in here. I feel very welcome since the first day from everyone. People that I never knew here was like speaking to me on the first day, the first game. Yeah. And I was like, that's lovely. I love that. So I don't feel myself like, I don't think I will be like looking for another clubs or whatever, or more money or higher leagues. No, I'm very happy here. And yeah, I think about players.
Yeah, who sort of influences Rodrigo? Who sort of, not model yourself on, but is there anybody out there in the professional game that you look at and admire and think, oh, if only? Oh,
not now because he's retired, but it was Schweinsteiger.
Of course, yeah, United for a while back, 10 years ago.
Philipp Lahm as well.
Yeah, another great German. Yeah, two great Germans. So you like the German way of playing, do you?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So these two been always like very, like something that I always like watch playing. Even like before games, I used to watch the highlights to see what to do.
Very clever players. It's all clever. Up in the mind, isn't it? They're not, just sort of gung-ho running away. They're actually the thinking mans.
That's what you need to do once you get older.
Anyway.
Needs to think more than run.
It's great having you here. We hope you can, stick with it. We've got quite a big squad here at Droylsden, so just keep biding your time, I'm sure. The fans love you. The fans love every player here, so that's a bit silly me saying that. But all the best for today's game and all the best for the future. Let's go up a league next year and have an away day at the Isle of Man. So we go overseas playing next season. Anyway, Rodrigo Schmitdinger, thanks very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Nice.
Stick with it. Thank you very much.
Take care.
Go marching! Oh, where the Bloods go marching! I wanna be in that number. Oh, when the Bloods go marching! Oh, when the Bloods go marching in! Oh, when the Bloods go marching in! I wanna be in that number. Oh, when the Bloods go marching in! Oh, when the Bloods go marching in! Go marching in! Oh.